Important. Woo! Diabetes. Why is it so hard to control? As Jenny would say, control. I'm in control. Why is it so hard to control your diabetes? You know, the beginning of every speech is always the educational part. So let's just jump right on in and go through this and let's get started. So there's three types of diabetics. Gestational, which you develop during pregnancy or when you're pregnant. Type 1 and type B, which is a child offset. Um, you get this as a child, and the treatment is insulin. And then type 2 or type B is adult offset, and you get this as an adult. And it's controlled by diet, exercise, some oral medication, sometimes not. Type 1 is controlled by insulin, and typically the person or the individual with type 1 diabetes will be within the clinically guideline for weight control. Where type 2, typically you're diagnosed as type 2 because you're outside of that weight control clinical guidelines. And you say, well, why is this important? Well, yes, it would be important for us to know, even though there's three types of diabetics or diabetes, um, there's several reasons why each person can be a diabetic, regardless of when you receive or you pick up the condition. One, your body doesn't produce any insulin. Two, your body produces too much insulin. Three, your body does not or produces too much insulin, and your body doesn't know how to process the insulin that it properly produces. And then, of course, five, whichever number we're on, your body is insulin resistant. I'm insulin resistant. I produce insulin, I produce the correct amount, and then my body just completely rejects it. You say, well, wouldn't the doctor go ahead and schedule these tests to see which type of diabetic you are and why you are where you are today with your condition? That would be make perfectly good sense. However, they don't care. The reason why they don't care is because treatment is the same. They all start with diagnosing, diet planning, exercise, medication, and then repeat until it's controlled. And again, like Janet said, control. So, regardless of which diabetic you are, the treatment is the same. So they don't run the extra test because it doesn't matter. They're going to treat it the same until it gets your diabetes or your condition under control. Now, what that would help with if they did right, it would help better educate you as an individual, which would probably cut down a lot on rebellions and denial, and you'll be able to accept your condition, which would help with the treatment and the control part. But do they run it? No. Also, do they look at your DNA, your stress level, your OCD, your deadlines, your sickness, your children, your dog, your cat? Oh my, the bird, Kelgon, take me away. Whew. How does all of this affect your diabetes? And we're not going to take away the fact that the doctor makes you feel like a failure no matter what you do because your diabetes is not controlled the way they want you. They want them to be controlled. You're going to be looked at as I'm an incompliant patient because my diabetes is never under control. But my life is hectic. It's crazy. So it's never going to be under control as far as the doctor wants it, but it's under control the way that I need to live my life. Um, you said, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at what I'm going to challenge you on. So you want to feel better, which when you sugar is control, you really do feel better. You sleep better, you laugh better, you eat better, you look better, regardless of your weight level. Let's take you off the scale. How does it make you feel inside? You really do feel a lot better on the inside. So I challenge you to take control of your life and your condition by start a journal. This will promote awareness and acceptance. Write down everything that you eat. This also allows you to put a timeline on those days where you're just super crazy and you're throwing things in your mouth to give you the energy while you're running throughout that day that we forgot that we ate that caused our sugar levels to be a little bit off. Okay? Um, in your journal, write down your shortcomings. This will promote internal truth. You can lie to everybody else, but be honest with yourself. If you're drinking alcohol beverages, be honest with you. You had alcohol beverage that caused your sugar level, and the effect it had on your sugar level was to go up. If you ate out at a restaurant on the go, you ate fast food, how did that affect your sugar? You can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself, and that will promote self-truth. Make a wish list. Talk to your condition. What do you want out of it? It is alive. You are alive. So what do you want out of you? This is you. Do you want to do better? So the doctor told me, she came straight out and asked me, was I suicidal? And I said, of course not. That was a crazy question, right? She said, no. By you not controlling your diabetes, do you aware that you are self-committing suicide and you know who the murderer is? Yep, you said it. You are. You are killing yourself. Whether it's a long, slow process to death, you're still killing yourself. So next, live. Next, take control. Write that wish list. What do you want out of your condition? Talk to it. That promotes internal healing. Do you know that if we take control of our condition and control, our lack of control is the number one reason for denial and rebellious behavior? When we have that number and we go to the doctor and our numbers are on point, we are proud to take our meter in and show them what our numbers were. We accept that. We are proud of that. But as soon as our numbers are wrong, we left our meter at home. Or as soon as we didn't do what we were supposed to do, or we did do and it didn't work, we are ashamed. That's how they train us. It's our fault, regardless. And it's not always our fault. It's the medicine, it's life, it's stress, it's illness. It's not always me. So the last thing I would challenge you to do is write a pro con and a solution list. Pro con list. Pro. What would be what you need to do to put your condition in control? For example, myself, exercise is my pro. What would be my con? Time. I don't have time to exercise. So what is the solution for me to exercise when I don't have time? I park way away from the store or from my job and I walk the distance. That promotes more steps, which promotes exercise. If it's raining cold, I run or I jog or I walk at a fast pace or I walk. That also gets the heart beat pumped up and promotes exercise. And I still didn't go to the gym. Eating healthy. You say, well, that's my pro. The con is, again, I don't have time to sit here and do this 12-course healthy meal. So what's the solution? The solution is if I have time to fry food, let me throw away all the grease in the house, don't buy anymore, and I boil my food. I don't have to sit there and watch it while I'm boiling the food. I could be there as a Janet Jackson control. So I'm eating healthier and I'm exercising, and I didn't have to go and find an extra 30 minutes a day. I incorporated that into my day. They say take the steps. I'm not taking those steps. I'm going to be honest with myself. The elevator was built for a reason. The mad scientist that developed the elevator was a genius, and I'm going to give him credit and use his elevator. But what I will do is I will walk around the store a couple times before I put food in the grocery cart because I'm going to get the exercises somehow. So you say, well, you know what? She made a lot of sense. So where do we get this information from? When we go to diabeticassociations.com, we can go to childrenshospital.com. They actually have a whole section on diabetes. Or you can read The End of Diabetes by Joe Furman, F-U-H-R-M-A-M, M-D. He's a doctor and wrote a book about it. There's a lot of publications out there. But the first thing that I just really challenge you to do is to just get up and move. Moving will help you control your diabetes a lot more than just sitting there doing nothing. So in conclusion, we can worry about 109 things, but we don't have to worry about diabetes if we just move more, exercise more, and eat right. And then just self-awareness and acceptance. Are we all in agreement?
Yes.
Well, thank you everybody for coming. Please enjoy the rest of the evening. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.